Hello, my name is Ryan Bliss, and today we're going to be talking about the VMAX, otherwise known as the Vapor Max. A lot of people have questions as to how to actually set these up, and like most electronic cigarettes that come with instructions, those instructions can be very difficult to understand, so we're going to try to make it easier and more layman's terms for you. When you get your VMAX, you're going to pull it out of the box. It's going to look just like this. At the bottom of the VMAX, you have your vented cap, which is where your batteries are going to go in. So you're going to unscrew this cap to the left. You're going to grab 2 of your batteries. If you don't have these batteries, you can order them from our website at thevapordepot.com. These batteries are specifically for the VMAX. They're 18350 IMR high power batteries. And what you do is you insert them positive side first, drop one in, drop the second one in on top of it, positive side first, so the negative side is up at this point. You take your vented cap, screw it back down. You'll notice that it's going to give you a countdown on the screen here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which means it's now booted up. At that point, what you're going to want to do, if you can take a look at this here, you have your activation button here, and the screen will light up blue at this point. Okay. Now, if you press this button several times until you see the number 1 come up, 1 stands for you want to raise your voltage. From the moment you put your batteries in there, they're going to be set at 3 volts. Okay. So I'm going to raise the voltage on this to 4.2 volts. 1 comes up. Wait a couple seconds. See the 3. I'm going to take it all the way up in 0.1 intervals to 4.2. Alright? Now we're going to go to the number 2 menu. And it's just the same thing. You press this a few times. You see 1, go to 2. This means now you can turn this voltage down. So I'm going to bring it back up to 4.2. We're just going to go to the first menu. I'm going to go all the way through here. Wait a couple seconds and bring it up to 4.2. Now we're going to go to the third menu. There's 1, 2, 3. The third menu is for standby, so you can shut it off. That way, if it's in your pocket, you're bending over and whatnot, by doing so, you're not going to activate this button, which would activate your atomizer or cartomizer, and when that happens, you can end up burning it up, so you don't want to do that. So now I'm going to go back in, just press this a few times, go back to 3, and I'm going to turn the unit back on. Now it's on. Press it again, we're going to go to number 4. 4 is interesting. They almost could have left this one alone. What this is, this tells you what your underload is, what your output is, or which would be your my 4.2 on this one. Underload would be the total amount of volts between the 2 batteries, which at this point in time was 8.2, or the ohmage at your atomizer itself, which will be, here in a moment I'll show you that, it'll be set up at about 2 ohms. So that one, I always kind of go past number 4 because it's kind of redundant. You'll find out why. Go to number 5. This is for your display. So I'm going to cycle through these. U is for underload. That's your battery. O is for output, 4.2 volts. A is for the atomizer itself. Okay. Most people set it up at DU, which is underload. Okay. Device underload. Now, to turn this screen on all the time, because if you notice it's not popping up any red numbers, to have that screen activate, you go to number 6. Let me go back up to number 6. Number 6. Press it once there, and now it's on. Every time you see one of those first numbers, you wait a couple seconds. It'll come up with a second screen, and then you can change the settings at that point. So now when I hit this button, it pops on. It says 9.9 because there's nothing on it right now as a backup load from the atomizer or cartomizer. Okay, so now I'm going to put on my DC5. You just screw it right onto the top. The VMAX will also support our Ego Clear cards, the clearomizers, anything with an Ego thread or a 510 thread, which is really nice about these. So now, with this on here, I'm going to have a resistance at this, so now when I hit this button, you're going to see 1.9. So like I said, they're about a 2 ohm atomizer or cartomizer that I'm running in this. And you can get cartomizers from us anywhere from 1.5 ohms on up to 3 ohms. So now with that being done, hit your button. And enjoy.